Alright, welcome back to Rain. And it's still 11 to 2. You know, having sidestepped my challenge last week, you know, I thought we might as well do something else in this year. So, you're returning home with a alchemist in tow, with a series of beheaded corpses.
The corpses are the corpses we set on fire.
No, we gave them back to the town to bury because that's where they came.
Honorable burial, very important.
As for the ones we didn't dismantle because there weren't human bits in them, those are still following.
Yeah, they're just animals.
So, are you going to do anything to set up the alchemist?
Let's see. Okay, so we have this. So here's a question: how big is Neckfort? How big is the snake? Does it have, like, say, a hollow out around the head?
It'll have an open mouth.
I recommend against doing anything with the snake.
The issue is the head is about 50 feet in the air.
It is currently not animate, and we do not want to find out if it can become so.
Okay.
Right, sorry, sis, I just decided to barge into the room and start meowing at the top of his voice. I'm just going to give him some food. Otherwise, he's just going to yell at me.
Pausing the recording.
Cicero is clearly upset about the existence of there being a snake in Snakefort.
He's like half an hour late for his evening meal. That's his own problem. Yeah.
We should go find Cat Ford or something.
Right, yeah. So the snake's got an open mouth that no one's ever done anything with, but apart from that, it's solid stone.
Okay. So we're going to set this guy up somewhere, right?
There's probably a few empty village huts after the bodies.
Yeah, but he had a tower before, and we need to make sure that he's isolated enough not to scare anybody with his researches. So, what kind of role we want to? Okay, so great. What's the parameters of setting this man up? Do we want to fund this guy? Do we want to do a treasury role? Do you want us to do like company actions with him or what?
Yeah, it's a company action, so I'm just trying to think,
Toss up a company sheet.
Yeah, I haven't actually shared that, have I?
No, yeah, not yet.
There we go. So, it's kind of up to you what you want to try. He's an outsider of the town. Some people probably might get suspicious that, you come back with a guy working unholy kind of magics a few days after you disappear to, get rid of the unholy magics.
Okay, so he's Victor Vaughn, our friend here.
Victor the Frank,
yeah.
Frank and the Victor, gotcha. So he's good with stitchwork and needlework, right?
No, that was why he let us into his tower.
But he was good enough to get. He was good enough to get several people rolling on AOK.
Yeah.
So would he make a good doctor? Do you think?
He probably would make a good doctor.
I mean, that is ostensibly why we've brought him back.
Yeah.
Is to be some form of surgeon.
So, Dr. Victor, so sir, would you like a physicianship and maybe a little bit of maybe some state sponsorship for your
also a wonderful
research.
Place in the castle where I can keep an eye on.
A castle?
We don't have
a castle yet.
You don't have a castle. That might be something you need to work on.
We have the mayor's house that we stole from him.
He didn't steal it.
Horribly?
He was brutally murdered.
He died and left it to us. Totally.
He didn't even know you existed.
He died, and Excalibur bequeathed it to us as is fitting of the king's station.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Strictly speaking, the people in the town bequeathed it to us because of Excalibur.
And this guy wants to continue his works trying to figure out what's causing things to mutate around here, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if we can we appoint him our royal physician who will also look for the townspeople, who will check them and their livestock if they so need to for various mutations and for various health and mutations, and make sure that he can keep anything that gets weird.
Ask the king.
Or Sire, what do you think?
Well, I still want him nearby so I can kill him if he decides to start using human parts again. But that sounds worthwhile.
So we've established he's going to be doctoring our local populace.
All right.
Should I
As you
roll
would.
plead to make sure that the people actually accept it?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Well, the people of Snakefort don't know anything about the guy.
Well, it's
That's
just
threes.
it's more
These-
innate distrust of like wandering doctors.
You gotta remember, this is
True.
still the early 12th century. They're not exactly going to look fondly on people who aren't from Snake.
He doesn't use leeches. How can he be a doctor if he doesn't use leeches?
Also, he smells like something died.
Well, I mean, that's normal for doctors, you know.
smells
If you
of
had a doctor who didn't smell like something died, you'd look at him funny. Do you not have any patients? What's going
Also,
on?
he's followed around by something that can only be described as horrific.
What
There
actually
you
have you done with treasury again?
Buying stuff. Oh yeah, I did have some stuff I should buy, like armor.
Let me check real quick.
That's wealth. That's your personal wealth as opposed to treasury.
Well, I need to go buy. How do you buy dots of wealth?
You find things and then sell them?
Oh, it's very simple. We loot the territories of Delka.
Well, we got to go to we're to up our relative. So he said to up our territory. We need to go take Chelmsford next, and bring them under
Chelmsford?
the
Chelmsford.
Chelmsford.
Whatever.
Alright. So, I'll say, a couple of months pass as you kind of get everything bedded down. You've got you've got Malden to bring into the fold. Giant propaganda. There's a statue that's got to be installed. I'm assuming you're putting a statue of yourself in every town.
Calisthenics and civil servantry has been added to Malden.
Yep. And at this point, a kind of hairy man wanders into the town. He's riding a cart pulled by a mule. He kind of just gives off wandering beggar.
A wandering beggar who can afford a cart and a mule.
And he's also wearing what is pretty much full plate armor.
So a knight in bad disguise.
So you would say a hedge knight?
Yeah, a hedge knight, probably more like a beggar knight.
Guy who who basically got off with his clothes alone.
And so, as he kind of pulls into town, you notice that he has got on top of his cart full of junk. He's like a rag and bone man, but there was kind of like a gilded palclan that is about 1.5 feet square.
Paladin or Paladin?
Palclan, yeah, basically little. Do you know the thing that they carry people through on the streets? He's got like a 2 foot square, 1.5 feet square one of them, where he's got red sheets and gold inlay.
That's a very big wagon if he's carrying a palanquin.
It's small.
Hmm.
It looks just like a palanquin, but it's like a foot and a bit square.
Okay, so it's like a little representation of palanquin, like a little model palanquin.
Yeah.
Palanquin for ants. Got it.
Yeah. It's kind of he's got some red curtains that are drawn, and it looks very neat and ornate. It's also clean as opposed to everything else about the man.
Right.
So, what are we thinking? Do we trust this guy?
Excuse me. I'm sorry, sir. I'm drilling the peasantry in as I usually normally do.
Well, I will have called you over for this.
Oh. Ramming. So either he is just your normal guy, your normal swordsman down on his luck, or B, secret hedge wizard carrying items that will give you what's it called again? Ironic fates depending on what you do with them. So like new lamps for old type deal. Or C, spy. Up to you, sire.
You realize this shit is why I keep you around, right?
Sire? What do you want me to do, sire?
Hey, maybe we should just roll eerie to see if there's anything weird about him.
I was about to do that, actually. Fives?
There is something, pair of fives. Something sets off your sense of distrust.
Could be him. Could be his gear.
Yeah,
Could be that Palanquin.
yeah, you're not entirely sure.
Should all of us roll this, or just one?
Just one.
I don't have Yuri.
Well, I'd only
Yeah,
be
you
rolling
can
3
still roll
dice,
it.
so...
I'm here to hit things with my hands or anything to and command your armies. Not much else I can do, sir.
That is why I asked you for a threat assessment, and you decided to tell me, well, it's your call.
Well, it's your call, sire.
He wants you to look at the guy.
You wish me to go and engage him in conversation, sire?
So great. This guy's dressed as a knight. Does he have a coat of arms anywhere on his person or his luggage? Well, I can't tell that.
Nope, too
Another
much
broken
muck.
straight. He has a coat of dirt.
Yeah, it's a very
Got
good coat of dirt.
ones.
Now, if there's anything that's chipped off, looks like the shield's been used a lot, so it's mostly bare wood.
You know what? I'm gonna go and approach this man. Ho, sir! You seem down on your luck. What would you trade for that fine armor you're still wearing?
Stabs you in the face. No.
Join
Earl
battle.
Perry.
You're
I
gonna wish you had
blocked
that
my
earlier.
Nice block.
Yeah. I am the great Sir.
How you doing, great sir?
Alfred Pendragon.
Alfred?
Alfred Pendragon. King,
How you
right for
doing?
king of the
Pendragon.
Yeah,
Doubt.
I'm kind of just sitting there like, Pendragon, really?
I am on a noble quest to find the king.
He's right over there.
We have a king.
And why do you want to
Here's-
find him?
Which king, sir? There's quite a few around these days.
The one who carries Excalibur, the one who is destined to rule the nation. People are talking about him for miles around.
Okay, that's him over there.
And then the assassin
I'm
draws his
going to
knives.
march over- I'm going to march over to, I believe that's Addis,
Yeah,
and then I'm going to smack him in the back of the head.
and that seems completely justifiable.
He was asking for the king. It's not my. It's not like he plays me as a bodyguard.
And what is your business with the king?
I have
His
I
Royal
come
Majesty. My empathy is poor today.
Yes, you hate this thinking man.
Clearly, I've not had enough to drink.
Yeah.
I have no idea what he's thinking. But what is his business with the king?
I am here to invite the king on the most noble and holy quest. One,
Continue.
for which I think he is the only man who can help me. Come with me. He goes over towards the cart. and kind of like moves to the palanquin. Then he kind of draws his sword and places it on the ground and kneels. And then he kind of like glances at you guys.
What quest?
Oh boy. So
I'm trying to introduce you to someone.
Introduce him to somebody.
He seems taken aback. Actually, it's just. Oh, 260s. He's going to control himself. He's visibly hurt that you haven't followed him in taking your Agressive before this palanquin. But he is being diplomatic. He needs your help, so he's going to try and push through that.
Wait. What he's trying? So he's hurt that we haven't started doing what for the palanquin?
Knelt. You haven't knelt with him.
Oh.
He's just standing there.
He's yet to explain to us why we should kneel.
He seems. You kind of roll me an empathy.
I
don't have empathy.
You're going to be the greatest king.
Clearly.
No, you have no idea why doesn't. Yeah, no, you have no idea.
Can I
Okay.
roll doubles to save my life?
Empathy
let's
is
just.
sense, right?
We should have a nice, Yeah.
Best king.
Maybe we should do graces to see whether we can get him to tell us what the hell he's trying to get us to do.
Graces might work well, yeah.
That or
Well,
intimidate.
thank fuck I can roll that.
So what you're trying to get him to explain what he's doing?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, I'm sorry. You are. It's just when in the presence of a great lady, it is traditional to bow, take a knee, and show,
Everyone.
respect.
Well, why didn't he say he was in the presence of a great lady? Of course,
I thought that was
of course
obvious.
Adrian's going to kneel.
What great ladies? Okay, which
Presumably
great
the
lady?
one in the palanquin.
The tiny one, the tiny palanquin.
Yep.
Okay, what? Gideon, this is entirely in character. Okay, what?
Sorry.
Unless you got a fairy in there.
This is England.
Yeah.
Fairy. You are in the presence of Her Royal Grace, Duchess Christine of Chelmsford. I, Sir Alfred Pendragon, are a sworn bannerman and protector.
So this is of Chelmsford, right? That's a town that's on this actual road.
He's carrying an infant, isn't he?
No. He kind of like does another bow and then moves back the kind of curtains to show a rather plump duck.
What the fuck?
Clearly, this is going to be a great royal marriage, isn't it?
You don't give a shit.
Under the
No,
duck.
You don't give a duck.
That was in character. Under the duck.
No.
Under the duck, then.
No. Her Grace is temporarily disadvantaged and has been magically transformed into a member of the Avian dynasty.
But
You're
how do you
saying-
know this is your grace and it's not your actual grace's body double she's using to ensure that she's not?
I'm gonna slap
there's
him
no foul
again.
play.
Just slap him to shut him up. And okay, so you're saying that.
Thank you for
okay,
interrupting that pun.
Yes. So you're saying that this is
Duchess
a
Christine of
transformed
Chelmsford.
a transformed human.
Yes.
Do you have any form of proof, please?
Her noble bearing. The duck quacks at you.
I'm just we're both. Everybody's just kind of staring at the duck for a second and going, "Okay, quack twice if you understand us."
The duck quacks twice.
Clearly, Your Majesty, we must take up this noble quest. That was a good plead roll.
You know what? I'm still, even if you hadn't, I'm probably gonna go with it because honestly,
you know what? This is the kind of insanity that might as well try.
I take out a wax tablet.
I'm gonna smack him again.
Okay.
Honestly, it's better when your counterparts, I suppose, are human. So it's probably for the best that we figure out what caused this, and then stop it from happening ever.
Yeah, last thing we want is for you to become avian.
So how did he run afoul of this?
Oh, God,
I'm gonna smack him.
All of us just kind of walk up and just smack him over the back
You
of the
take
head.
turns. Right.
No, we all do it at once.
Sir Pendragon, would you care to?
Not in front of the lady, sir. Alright.
Back on the road, I suppose.
Puns are for the battlefield, not
I
the court.
didn't need to ruffle your feathers, okay? Jeez, you calm down.
I'm gonna smack
the
him
roll for
again,
wrestling
and then
again?
tell him that next time I'm going to stab him.
Duck just.
Okay, that's a good one.
That's basically how I've been referring to this in my notes.
That's
Because
a good
of
one.
course you have notes about the Duchess who's been turned into a waterfowl.
Duchess.
Yes. I have several pages on it. Well, about a page.
And there's a hat. Coronet? Circlet.
Yeah. I should probably add that in, but yeah.
I mean, it looked like you had one for a second there, but someone was drawing a build line.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, so
Can you tell us everything about how this happened, sir?
it was 5 years ago. You know,
That's pretty old ass duck.
What? Well, of course, it's a magical duck. It doesn't
If
age
she's
like a
only
normal
been-
duck.
Magic.
If she's only been polymorphed, she will have kept her normal life.
I mean, sure, sir.
We were. The Duchess had just taken up after the unfortunate death of her father to a wandering band of Henrys, and
To a wandering band of what?
Henry's.
I have to ask this, sir. Would this be a wandering band employed in the employ of Henry, or would this be Henrys themselves?
there was at least two of them there.
So two different Henrys?
Yeah, two different Henrys.
Do you have more Henrys?
People are not sure how many Henrys there are. That's the whole point of the Council of Henrys.
The Council of Henrys.
Yeah, the Council of Henrys. Are you not from around here?
I'm Spanish, good sir.
No, I'm very French.
We've been rather isolated.
Oh,
I say, I'm from around Dorset, but I haven't been here for a long time, so.
Well,
day,
the
sir.
Council of Henrys are a powerful group of wizards. No one is quite sure where they've set themselves up, but they have a very long reach and powerful influence. They spend a lot of their time, managing things from behind the scenes. They're not fully benign, though. They do seem to hold grudges quite heavily. They're
That kind of magic user.
yes. Well, seeing they all look identical, there's definitely something weird going on.
Okay.
Fair
I'm
enough.
just gonna kind of sit there and okay, that means either cloning shenanigans or illusions.
That, or they're all the same Henry, it's just from different points in time.
I wasn't even going to bring up time travel.
I'm surprised you haven't clicked yet.
Clicked?
Yeah? Do you know multiple Henrys from the previous game?
No, I caught that. I just didn't want to.
I wasn't here. I had to go halfway through the game, so unfortunately.
Well,
Nope.
Zeb
I'll
should
give you
definitely
a
know.
hint. Time travel isn't far off.
How many did we get up to? Did we actually go like proper like infinite?
I'm pretty sure there is some universe out there that consists solely of Henrys at this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, this is all your fault.
What did your party do this time, Gwydion?
Oh, it was.
It wasn't his party. It was one of his characters.
My character was basically a mage, and one of the things was that if he rolled basically a perils, he would clone himself, and occasionally there would be an evil one.
Wait, is this thing actually happened in friggin' Dungeon Crawl Classic?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And
What
he would.
what did you cast?
It wasn't even pebbles. It was just a side effect of casting a certain spell. So what
It
he
was
did
my-
during the final, was it the final encounter? You basically cast that spell, and every alternate then cast that spell.
And we basically, and because it was my main damaging spell, every single time we were throwing about 30 different force axes.
Because yeah, it would spawn like D6, like random alternate universe Henrys into the world.
I fucking love Dungeon Crawl Classic.
So yeah, I basically weaponized the whole
Side
side
effect.
effect of it.
As you're supposed to.
Yes. Now
Right. And now we get to deal with the Council of Henrys.
Yes, a band of alternate universe mages who are, sticking around and doing things. May or may
They're
not.
all
Them evil.
identical.
Yeah, so
and
they're all
yes, we did. And yes, my character did learn how to polymorph people.
Okay, so she's polymorphed. We're trying to depolymorph her. We want us to depolymorph her.
pick a direction.
And
Cat.
if at all possible, find a solution to the Henrys.
I'm sure that will take us quite a while.
I thought the crazy guy is probably the best person to introduce some of the more crazy aspects of the campaign.
Sounds safe to me.
This is going to be a great royal marriage.
And I smack him once again.
That was out of character, thank you very much.
Well, he smacked you out of character.
Hit him that hard, he's now out of character.
Punched through the internet. Now let's so
Yes.
I need to finish that book now.
Anyway,
Okay.
so the Duchess wasn't as polite to them as they thought. She seemed to think that her being a Duchess didn't mean she needed to fawn over them. They disagreed. So they cast a spell, and here we are.
Those cads, those fiends,
I know.
terrible people.
I mean, they ate half the court.
8?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
turned. They
sorry,
turned. It wasn't just her. It was all the higher members of the court. I happened to be out. But yeah, it was most of the court, and then they had a banquet afterwards.
okay.
I was going to settle with stopping them, but that is not on.
You're saying that they're a bunch of cannibals.
No,
Did one
they
of the
were-
evil ones take over or something?
Certainly
Yes.
no, it's not. It wasn't cannibalism because they weren't humans when they were eaten.
We're in a very borderline region here.
No, it counts.
Yeah.
Remember, the
Hey.
rule is food that talks isn't food.
But
The thing
they
is,
can't
if they
talk
were all
back.
turned into ducks, they couldn't talk.
If I rip your tongue out, it still counts.
Food that at one point in its life could talk.
Yeah. Anyway, since then, of course, Chelmsford was taken over by one of their lackeys. Just some common thug. And I returned in time to be able to save the Duchess, but without any of my lands and titles. So I've been wandering, looking for help. It's only recently I heard that, the true King of England had been found. And of course, I fully hope that you'll be able to restore the Duchess to her rightful form.
Well, okay, this is out of character, just so that you all know. If we manage to kill a couple of Henrys, we might be able to get their books, which means a good reason for one of our characters to be able to learn magic.
I mean, I've already got the sword to teach me magic.
Does the sword teach magic?
It's a magic sword.
Yeah, but does it know actual spells, Gray?
I have no clue anymore.
It's entirely possible.
I'm willing to run with that.
I mean, at the very least, it still has an imprint from the King in Yellow who knew spells.
Are you really sure you want to learn those spells?
Let's not go down that route, alright? I'm the person who's supposed to betray everybody by making everything worse, okay? Thank you.
I'm just saying that's basically how I'm gonna play the corruption angle, is the King in Yellow is getting more of a hold.
I have a feeling that Gideon's going to have to kill you.
So do I.
Alright.
Can we leave that to the last session, please?
Alright, so, yeah, that at least for anybody that's not using the Sword of Excalibur.
Then again, if we did get a book, I could also branch out into non-cursed magic.
Where's the fun of non-cursed magic?
Well, it's still dangerous, it's just not outright going to resurrect a dead god.
You say that now.
Look, let's just not get. Look, you have the sword. We just need to keep away from the book and the scepter. All right, just saying. Just you have
The
one
book
third.
which no longer exists, and the scepter which never existed in the first place, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, there you go. You don't have to worry about them. Just keep away from rock operas. Anyways, so Sir Duchess is a duck.
Crack.
There's currently a puppet government over in Chelmsford being controlled by a wizard.
Crack.
We're going to need some way of defending ourselves from their fiendish magic.
Quack. Sorry. She's probably hungry. He gets some mealworms out and stuff.
This has been going on for 5 years.
Yes, the magic has proved quite hard to defeat.
I'm just impressed you've managed to feed a duck for 5 years without going in.
I'm more impressed that it wasn't a snake.
Well, no, snakes are our thing.
Snakes are hard to eat too.
Snakes were cast as previous characters, so.
I'm reminded of the basilisk.
Well, no, the basilisk wasn't exactly a snake.
No, the basilista.
Yeah, it shot snakes, but it wasn't made of a basilisk.
Okay.
If you come to this and not watch Dungeon Crawl, you really need to go watch Dungeon Crawl. It goes crazy.
I tell you, I'm
Everything
only
will make
mildly
a
confused.
little bit more sense after you watch Dungeon Crawl.
I'm kind of sad I left that one because I do remember correctly. I did try to strip a giant with a lake of butter.
We did trip the giant with a lake of butter, and then I threw a bunch of axes at its head.
Everyone was just so like.
God, I remember when
Against the
Gray
butter.
thought that was going to be a big fight.
They're fighting a giant. Oh god.
Where did all these axes come from?
The butter didn't do much. The butter fucking just made it fall. Didn't even enter it at all.
It made it fall over, which made it really easy to hit and
also
also
made it-
really hard to stop from hitting it.
And slightly flammable.
Anyway.
Anyway, at this point, I think we're gonna have to move out.
Right. So. Figure out.
I'll be bringing our new friend the alchemist along.
He's a bit perturbed. He's not really a front-line man. He's a sit at home with all the books man.
Yeah, why would we need to bring him along? If we get turned into an animal,
Because I'm
stick our
going
head
to
back in a
have
body.
If he can figure out a way to turn the Duchess back.
He's an
And
alchemist,
also,
not a wizard.
because I don't trust him to not start using human parts while we're at.
Well, that's easy enough to deal with. We've
Look,
got a whole bunch of well-trained peasants to watch him.
Victor
Let's
Vaughn,
not bring him with.
this is not being frontlining. This is merely being a field researcher. You'll research out in the field to find more interesting and better materials for you. Okay? And how else would we know what the look and find if you weren't there to tell us?
Besides, maybe Chelmsford will have a more suitable laboratory for you.
Oh,
I mean, yeah,
there is
supposedly
that. Yes.
there could be a wizard's laboratory there.
All right. I guess we're bringing him along.
Let's go. We're moving along to. We will go to Chelmsford to
Alright.
find the Henry's laboratory to acquire the means to turn a person back to my dog. And how
Should we bring some of our troops with us?
That's gonna be my next
Probably a
question.
good idea. Not like a lot of them, but
Might Wandsworth?
that
Should be
sounds reasonable. We don't want them to get suspicious.
I figure the king should have some retainers.
Well, yeah,
That's
that's what you all are for.
No, we're men at arms. You can tell from the swords.
and my dagger. Wait,
Speaking of which, I need to get an axe.
Did I ever get a new sword? I think I
No.
got the sword off that one guy. That one knight that was trying to fight. That was trying to get to the Excalibur before.
Oh yeah, you did
Yeah.
take out revenge sword.
Yeah. I bonked him over the head for it.
And his armor.
No, he kept his armor.
Really? I thought it was
Yeah.
traditional. You got his sword and his armor when you beat him in a duel.
No, I didn't. We weren't dueling. I was punching. I was,
Yeah.
judoing him over.
If you
and
dueled
then
him
punching
first
in the
way,
face.
yes. When you're mugging him in the forest, probably not.
He started the mugging.
True, but yeah.
It was mugging in self-defense. Thank you very much.
Only this group could say that with a straight
Yes.
face.
We're about to go mug some wizards in self-defense.
Not even saying a word there. All right, let's go mug wizards in self-defense.
All right, so we're going to Chelmsford. Dre, is there anything you want to tell us when we get anything to note to get before we're getting there?
Probably not. It's probably going to be a fairly easy journey. Take you a little while. But yeah, you've got your group of spearmen there, marching forward. Probably-
Also,
Sorry?
I was just going to say that I wouldn't think taking spearmen along would be a good idea if we're going to deal with somebody who'd be turning people into birds.
Yeah, we're not dealing with that right now, though. We're just dealing with the thugs they've hired to run Chelmsford.
Yeah. The tax collector, basically.
Okay.
We're also kind of hoping that the spearmen may provide too large of a target to just turn everybody into birds if there's only one of them.
That
You seem-
and chaff, because it means that they might aim at them instead of us.
Can we
Right,
not?
which means that we can hit them in the hand with a knife.
Look, we only have so many troops that we can actually use, so we don't really have the level of, waves upon waves of our own men to make the soldiers hit their predetermined kill limit. Okay. Don't have the means for human wave tactics yet. This one cat clapping.
So, Chelmsford is a good sized town, probably larger than Malden. It has a castle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Which it's always useful to have.
We go to the
It's-
bar, and I'll go to the bar.
Yeah, it's not a great castle. It's wooden. Motte and
It's
Bailey.
more than we've got, though.
Yes, it's more than you've got. You've got a village surrounded by stone snakes. So
At least we have walls.
Which is kind of cool.
yeah,
Very intimidating.
A+ for aesthetic. B
Mm.
B- for defensive.
Well, that's the thing. It's still a pretty good defense because, like, fuck, you're gonna climb that.
Yeah, we don't have. There's no cannons yet, so.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the dwarves do have cannons.
Yeah, the dwarves have cannons.
Yep.
Why haven't they conquered the world yet?
Because they
Because
don't need to.
Because they're much more interested in trading and not being assholes.
They're satisfied with the part of it they've got already.
Yeah, they just want the underground and the gold.
Plus, there's the whole Migo situation they're having. to
Yeah, I
deal
was going to say that would
Oh,
be the
yeah.
big problem. That we did help them with that.
with
A little bit.
temporarily.
Yeah.
We sort of drained half of the Atlantic Ocean into them.
Wait, there's less ocean?
No.
No, there's the same amount. It's just
Exaggerating.
covering a different area.
Yeah.
I genuinely doubt filling those caves with water would actually change the height,
Yeah.
what's it?
Maybe about a half an
the
inch.
sea. Jesus, those are some big tunnels then.
It is a canal basically running from Windsboro to Cabinet.
Running under the wall.
You know, that just means there's a lot of groundwater in Europe right now. And some people are probably having wells into that. I
And
wonder
it's
if a
all
lot of-
salt water.
That's
Anyway,
interesting.
so Chelmsford.
Time travel is boring.
Yeah.
So, anything happen on the way?
No, not really.
That's what the spearmen are to prevent.
Okay, we're gonna do the most obvious thing first. Let's go to the tavern and ask around.
I'll drink to that.
Do you know a guy named Henry?
Oh.
I think at that point everyone is either going to shut up and run away, or pull their swords or whatever weapon.
Yep, if you're actually saying that, yes.
I was just gonna say we have a delivery for a man named Henry.
And I'm going to
Pair
slap
of
him,
shoes.
yes.
3 feet of cold steel.
It's
One
like,
turn to pull.
what are you actually saying? Are you actually saying
I'm going to be finding out
I-
what's up around town.
In my heart of hearts,
Early.
I want to, but I think the first thing I'm saying is free round of drinks for everybody using, treachery and shit.
Hey, that's a good plan. So, barkeep, how does one buy a round of
As long
drinks?
as you don't start actually running out our treasury on drinks.
Be right
Yeah,
back.
we have treasure too.
Look, here's the thing. So we can look. It doesn't matter how much treasure we spend on drinks, so long as we take this place in by the end of it. That way we get our money back.
You are very lucky they're all too drunk to understand what you're saying, because otherwise you might have just killed them.
I'm talking to you, not them. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't think a round of drinks in the pub is going to really dig into your national treasure. The barkeep's not paying, upmarking out that much.
he's doing his net. He's doing a normal, good, regular increase in profits to make sure he does not bankrupt or make this stuff competitive. Keep across the street, much more of a bastard than he is.
Yeah, that guy waters down the ale. He doesn't even boil the water first.
But but the thing is, he prices it lower, which may price him out of the market, which could price the guy out of the market. So,
Right. So, who's doing cobblery?
I'm doing cobblery.
Are you actually
Does
fit?
the barkeep accept payment in shoes?
No. Well, it depends
I
how
have
fancy the shoes are. His wife probably
I
will.
was
I have
bored
to
on the
ask,
trip over.
how do we have so many, how do we have materials for so much shoe? Like, we don't even have a calorie for all this leather we would be needing for this.
leather. This one's made of bark. It's a tribute to my skill that you think it's leather.
it'd be more like vellum, wouldn't it be?
Anyway, so you get the bar drunk.
Mhm.
Doesn't take much. Most of them are in the cups already.
So now do we ask about Henry?
Yeah. Now you can ask about Henry.
All right, we have a delivery for a man named Henry, a pair of shoes that this wonderful that our cobbler man was has made.
Shoes fit for a king.
Shoes better than a king, fit for a sorcerer.
And then I slap him again.
Don't insult the king.
What king? We don't have a king here.
There are at least 12 kings currently in England.
All right. That's
There
gonna
are
be a
at
lie
least two
check.
kings currently in this room.
Hang on. 3. There are at least 12 kings currently in England. And that's just the humans. And the giants and the dwarves.
I think you'll find there are actually only 2.
I mean, there's only one high king, but you know,
So anyway,
he's the best king of all. He has the sword.
as you
me,
see, we have a
and then
delivery.
there's the
There was
dwarves.
we have a delivery. There was an order. We ordered some new shoes. We have them. We're just trying to figure out where to deliver them to.
Somehow your blathering completely works.
Best kind of blather.
I need to go get lie. I need to go buy a couple random ones. Hey, just keep me our. Andrea, can you do the one thing that French people are best at and just lie to these people for us?
I have 5 dice.
Adrian?
Is it? Oh, yeah, there's a bit of something.
It's my last name that's incredibly complicated in French.
Is it Adrien?
How do you pronounce that anyway?
Martini.
Right. Anyway, I've got 4 dice in lie.
I have 5.
Someone just tell them we're trying. We want a delivery of shoes to somebody, and where can we find Henry? Or
I'm
how
as
is
honest
Henry
as
normally?
that is bright.
All right. So yeah, if someone wants to roll me a lie.
Well, that's 7s.
7's will
Lie
probably
like
be
a
enough on a drunken tavern. Oh, we haven't seen Henry around here in years. Yeah, I think that like 2-3 years ago, one of them dropped in, made sure everyone was like working as they were expecting.
And where'd he head after that?
No one really knows. You don't go asking Henry where they're going.
So you're saying Henry doesn't like have a residency here? He just they just pop in to make sure everything's running okay.
Yeah. And even then, not really that often. Yeah, they seem
You
to
think
trust the guys running it.
You would think there would be enough Henrys that they would actually have on-site managers.
You're
Yeah.
assuming that the Henrys would want to do that. They're all mages, remember?
Maybe there's a reason the undead realms haven't been expanding.
If there is, it ain't gonna have shit to do with Henry.
How are we going to get paid for? How are we going to pay? I guess we're going to have to leave the shoes with the on-site management of the location. Is it any? What way do we get in contact with your regional manager?
What?
The king.
Who is in
Oh,
charge
it-
here?
Oh, Rugged.
Ragat?
Rugged.
Rugat.
Rugged.
Ruggets?
Yeah.
Rago.
He's the guy they
Ragu?
put in charge. Ragu? What's Ragu?
Italian food.
I'm gonna slap him
You guys are
again.
terrible.
What's Italy?
Please ignore him. He's had more than you have.
Wow, that's impressive.
And he's still conscious.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it's a
rolled it.
relative thing. He's only 2 in.
I roll vigor.
Yeah, you seem
And
funny.
he's still conscious.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just leave these shoes with your regional manager, and we'll be on our way then. Thank you for your information, sir. Where can we find this Ragat?
Hey, we're in the castle.
Castle.
Of course he would.
They let him stay in the castle.
how do we get into the castle?
Not many
that's
people
easy.
knock on the door.
How about the people who work? How do people who work at the castle get to the castle? We might just put it to the mailroom.
They just go into the castle.
So who works at the castle?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
guards.
dragging him out the door now.
Yeah, you're in a circular argument with drunkards.
I'm just asking you who works at the castle so we can have someone in the castle let us in the castle.
Quite a lot of people work in the castle.
Okay. Well,
Castles
The
tend to
castle's
have.
probably the biggest industry in town.
Yeah. So, yeah, you kind of, if you want to walk up towards the castle, you'll see it's got some guards on the gate, kind of the expected. Just like mercenary styles. There's nothing looking that impressive about them.
this is a very poorly run branch office.
Yes.
Well, on the plus side, that means after we take it over, the Henrys won't give us any trouble for at least a month. Probably.
See, that's actually an issue because we want to find the Henrys.
I know.
Ooh, how about this? Maybe we bank on them having an emergency number?
I wonder if we could pull the delivery gag with them there.
Or we could just charge in and take it over by force.
But the thing is, a lot better when you have to decapitate it at the head. So let's go and tell them, like, get close in, and then brandish the sword and start slicing people.
And suddenly I like this plan.
All right. So Gray, I have to ask. So there's a main door, right? Does it look like there's a servant's entrance anywhere?
I'm just gonna go up and knock on the door.
Excellent. The kind of like the guard will kind of bring back the bolt, and a little shutter thing, and go, "Right, who is it?"
And then I'm going to thrust the sword into his face.
Well,
Oh.
I suppose that works.
We're going straight
Delivery.
to subtlety here. Aren't we?
Well, that escalated quickly.
I'm gonna take that as an 8.
All right, we're going to say that's to his face. We'll just say he goes down. He's a mook. So you've now stabbed the guard on the other side of the door, and the door's still locked.
Piss.
I'm gonna knock on the
I
door.
said he drew back the little viewport, and you just stabbed him through the viewport.
I'm gonna knock on the door again loudly.
No, that would be a bad idea.
No, we're knocking on the door. Does anyone show up?
You just hear like shouts and alarms and a trumpet going on.
Gonna keep knocking.
Oh god, you
When
guys
he
are
goes to
about
the
as
door-
subtle as
when
a
he
brick
goes to
through the
door
window.
lid, Sir, there's a problem with your door opener. It seems jammed.
Your guard was rude. He got what he deserved.
You said yes. What do you want? It's not exactly that rude.
It's not my fault. His door
You didn't
was
say Your
broken.
Majesty.
Didn't
He asked
know.
who it was, and I showed him violent.
Apparently, we've gone from selling these nice leather jackets to selling these fine stabs.
If people
I
say
don't
that-
think this is sustainable.
and people look at me like I'm a monster half the time.
You are a monster half the time. It doesn't make you the worst person in the group, though. Okay, I'll take that back.
God, what have I ever done to you people?
I was going to say, aren't we all...
I've got the list.
List.
I've got a list. We've literally got a list.
There is a list? Very good.
How many of them are just puns?
Let's say I'm just
The
opening up the
pun just
list.
has a multiplier next to it.
Riots in Mos Eisley, kept the plants as a super weapon, genocide of Geonosis.
Everyone agreed to that one. That was a good idea. Thank you very much.
You made Clippy Ascendant.
That was not my fault.
You stole a goddess.
Yeah.
Which one?
You're directly responsible for King in Yellow.
Okay.
You were the king in yellow for a bit.
Okay. Anyway, I knock on the door again.
Like an arrow whistles down from the battlements above. Congratulations, you're now involved in a siege.
Okay, guys. Anyone who says the words giant wooden rabbit, I'm going to stab them.
I'm going to shout
how about
up.
giant wooden hair?
This is.
I'm going to shout up. Henry's very displeased.
Ooh, actually, that's a good idea. Make him think that Henry is pissed off at them and we're here to deliver judgment.
That's going to be a high-level lie.
Throw your lies.
Yeah.
Get 10s.
You're wanting at least 8s for this.
So much for that.
Wait, anyone have a better lie check, Adrian?
Whoever said it throws it.
That was me, but...
Well...
you know what? But here's a question. Here's the thing.
No, I don't lie to people.
Can I shout it as a command, though? Can I bark it as an order?
Or intimidate.
I mean, if you were going to order them to open the gates, you should have done that instead of stabbing the guy.
That wasn't me. I'll just throw my 3 commands, see what happens.
He asked me who I was, so I told him.
4.
I should have gotten that axe.
Hey, Gray.
Yeah?
4 plus 4 equals 8, right?
Doesn't work like that.
Damn.
If I could only, I mean, it was a great lie. It would have been a perfect lie if we only rolled the dice for it.
If you had only been believable.
I'm gonna keep knocking on the door.
With arrows raining down on you.
I parried it.
No, you don't.
Okay. Ow.
Right, what's a bow do damage-wise? You take a bow hit.
With killing, I think?
Yeah.
On a 6,
I have it
it's his
open.
right arm.
I gotta say, that's a
Short
pretty
bows are
fucking-
shock, long bows are killing.
They're probably using short bows if they're in the castle.
With shock, 1 killing. For a long.
So 2 shock, 1 killing to his right arm.
I will look up annoyed and be like, "I will see your manager, sir." When this is over.
Alright, so Addis is what? 1 shock, 2 killing?
Other arm, Gray.
Oh, yeah.
Can anyone climb?
Oops.
I can climb.
Climb up the wall and go talk to his manager.
I'm gonna go talk to that man's manager, Gray.
Alright, so make me an athletics check to try and scale the wall.
I have climb.
Next time, archer who draws a bow, I will throw a knife at his face.
God damn it. I'm gonna try again.
Cannot succeed in this
I'm gonna
system.
try again next time around.
Alright, I'm just going to roll a decent sized pool. This is generally arrows falling on everyone. So I've got 2 8s, 2 6s. So 2 8s on Addis, 2 6s on. Well, who else is up there at the gates? We know that.
Oh, we have a choice to not be.
Now you're all there.
So you hit 3 of us.
Yeah, 3 of you get hit, so I'm going to roll a d4, and whoever's number going from left to right, whoever's number comes up. Oh, actually, Addis doesn't get hit. Everyone else has to make a dodge roll.
Can I make a parry instead?
You make a parry. Well, you can't parry arrows.
Nope, I can't.
For some reason, I thought you wrote cobbler at that.
I wish. No, that's my name. Adrian Martini, Royal Cobbler. At your service.
If you want, Gideon can use those 5s to block the freeze. The 7s would on Rogella would dodge the 6s. And that
And
just
I
hits
take a hit.
Adrian just
on,
takes
the
a
plus,
hit.
on the plus side, that's a hit to the torso, which means you've gotten more
Armor there.
Yeah, more.
I don't
armor
have
and
any
just
armor.
More hits.
Yeah. All right.
I don't.
You still only take 2.
Yeah, I have
Gray,
one.
am I allowed to go out the wall again?
Yep, you can have another go at the wall. Does anyone else want, the rest of you, do you want to retreat out of arrow range?
Am I in throwing knife range?
You can give it a go. One's up a hill. You probably make someone duck back.
Oh, good. One less arrow.
Yeah.
All right, shoot me with arrow. Oh, so we're getting rainbow arrows again, Gray.
3 7s and 2 1s. So the ones who aren't hit are actually the ones who are hit. Let's do it that way. Rogello and Adrian. Do you want to make a dodge roll?
My dodge is garbage.
Oh, you need some more.
I do
wound
understand
tokens.
that, sire, you cannot do nothing wrong, but you can do something that's probably tactically inadvantage to us.
Again, he asked who I was, and I answered.
Alright, so at this point.
There we go. Finally
Majesty,
getting up the wall.
May I requisition some body armor?
There's enough. Look, there's enough arrows in the walls. I can use them as handholds now.
But wait, they're shooting from the top of the.
Yeah, no, it's probably enough.
That doesn't work. There's plenty of arrows on the ground.
Yeah. There could be a knife in the wall.
There is a knife in the wall.
I pick up arrows and I start using them as to plant freaking handholds going up.
You're using arrows as pittons.
Yes, pitons would work.
Oh, jeez.
So great, 2 successes. Am I up the wall now?
Yep, you're getting to the top of the wall where there's a large group of rather angry soldiers.
Henry is very displeased. Alright, I'm going to go into a... I'm probably going to get cut the fuck up here, but might as well.
Yeah, you're outnumbered
They've all got
massively.
arrows right now. Bows right now.
Yeah, but it doesn't really, there's no kind of weapon switching, so they probably draw out their daggers quite quickly.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to start fighting some people here.
You could jump down and open the gate.
That'd probably be a better option.
I mean, I'm sure there's a gate opening lever option somewhere near here, is there?
No.
No,
It'd be the nice old-fashioned, let's stick a huge piece of wood in there.
Okay.
So basically, it's a double door, but has.
So Grave, how would I barge cross all these men here that are currently very angry at me?
That would probably be.
Would you want me to roll a fight check to barge my way through and take damage from anyone who stabs me along the way?
Yeah, I think you are going to be doing one of those kind of running fights, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm going to go for 10s on this and see if I can barge my way through. Okay, that's 2 10s, 2 3s, 2 1s.
4 8 goes first.
No kidding.
Yeah, so you're going to hit in the chest again? Yep, chest again with a dagger this time.
Which I think is just the same.
Yeah, it's just whip killing, isn't it? Was it whip
So
killing
that's
on
4
one shot?
damage.
4 to the chest. He's still up though.
All right, but I am successful at barging my way through, kicking one man probably off the parapet, jumping down.
Yeah, you've killed one.
Do I need to kill everybody up here to go down, or am I allowed to like knock someone off the parapet, jump
You
down
got
on top
2
of them?
10s, so I'd say you're kind of, yeah, you're fighting through.
Okay.
Who moved that one?
My damage never got added to.
Okay.
Can I roll an athletics check to do a jump and roll down to the ground?
Please make me athletics as you jump willingly off the building. I'm just going to keep adding rune tokens because we're going to need them.
Yep.
All right, give me 1 second.
It's almost like this is a bad idea.
This is a terrible idea.
I'm quite impressed you managed to get up the walls.
If I had better
I
body,
meant
I'd
the
be
whole
following him.
situation.
You know what? I do throw 4 dice for that. I should just try and climb the wall.
Parry or athletics. You say
you're up faster than he
spider
was.
up climb.
Turns out throwing knives make excellent methods to climb walls.
I don't think 4 is going to be high enough.
That is 3. That is 3.
At least I don't fall on
3
that.
2s. So I don't like break my legs, but I do a rolling. I do a falling roll.
Yeah, you're down, but you're down in a messy fashion.
All right.
All right. So at this point, it's going to be 5d10 on you and 5d10 shooting down the wall.
Them on the other side or them at me?
So some are going to be shooting because, of course, Adrian's climbing up. So I need to do something about him. Actually, I'll probably go to 7 and 7 because there's quite a lot of soldiers in here.
Why are there so many soldiers in here?
It's a
it's
castle.
It's a castle. This is only equivalent to 14 men. Yeah, double 10s, and the second one's shooting down the wall. So
2s and 10s, and they're shooting at the guy climbing the wall. So
yeah. Right. Gonna say
On double 10s. That was not it.
all right. So the double 10s is a hit to the head.
Oh, am I allowed to dodge the people shooting at me?
Yes. With their
kinda
Allowed
double.
to dodge the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't dodging because I was climbing beforehand.
It is kind of hard to dodge while climbing. Hey, at least they didn't hit me in the body. That would have knocked me out.
and I guess
Well,
I take the.
If you once you get the gate open, you'll be able to call in your rest of your troops who are kind of advancing up at the moment, but can't really
They
do anything.
probably heard all the screaming and figured it was time to go do their job.
Yeah.
Order results for dodge.
They're just standing in the back. I wonder why the king called us all the way over here if he's just going to get everyone drunk in the tavern.
Okay,
I don't know.
there we go. I have 4 4s to
Oh, we're
dodge.
storming the castle.
Right, so that doesn't break any of them, so you get stabbed in the chest again, which is 2 more wounds and another stun.
Am I getting stabbed or being shot at? Just.
Stabbed.
Am I? No,
Daggers now.
I'm on the ground.
Yeah, you're being stabbed.
Okay.
There are still people on the ground with you.
Yes.
Okay, so would I say if I have another fight check to get to the door and then athletics to lift the bar?
Yeah, but they'll have to be like 2 separate turns.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Alright, so fight your way
Split your
through.
pool.
Okay, so I'm going to do a fight.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
gonna
split
go
your
for-
pool.
Or split my pool.
If you take half of each pool, you can have a go at doing it. Lifting the fight check will just be kind of trying to chop through. I'm going to want 7s for.
Hang on, Gray.
Yeah?
How wide is the gap between the doors?
Probably be quite small. There won't be enough to get a blade or anything like that through.
Damn.
They use seasoned oak for this, so
All right, you want
it kind of makes sense. It doesn't make sense if someone can give me a credit card up your, and lift your bar that way.
Do you want me to fight my way through to the door, and then you want 7s or better to get the door open?
Yeah, because it's
Well, I mean, what
You're
I was
one
gonna
man.
do was I was gonna put my sword through and then have him like wrap something around it so he doesn't cut the shit out of himself, so we could lift it together.
All right.
Alright, so
here we
you can
go.
make a strength check to do that. A strength check to ram your sword through the door because it's of course
That's
Excalibur, so
body,
it's
right?
body, yeah.
Okay,
Because of
so-
course it's Excalibur and it won't break.
I only
I'm
have
going to fight my way
dice
through.
on that, rather.
I'm going to fight my way through, so I'm going to set
Why
this
did
at
that
8.
roll twice?
I don't know.
So that is 2 9s, 2 8s, 3 3s.
I think you fought your way through.
3 8s will break. You freeze. But the 9s will take out another guy, so you're down to 6 there and 7 on the walls.
Gideon, help me get this through the.
And have I got to the door?
Yep, you're at the door.
What am I supposed to be rolling here to help you get this through?
All right.
Probably body.
I'm taking up a
Buddy.
defensive stand.
Athletics would probably be a good one.
Because I've only got 2 dice on this.
I've got 3 dice on athletics.
Yeah, because athletics is all kind of strength.
What are the rules for assisting?
I'm not sure.
Whatever the DM decides.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been insufficient data to open the image.
We could have just lied to them and gone with the cobbler angle.
Yeah, but this is more fun. You're storming a castle. Like, come here, how cool's that?
I'm getting shot at. Lies are easy. Lies are much easier and funnier than this.
At least we're not in the dungeon.
Now you know how we feel whenever you pull something.
When have I ever pulled shit like this?
Do you want me to get the list back up?
Okay, no. Okay, here's the thing: glassing and Mos Eisley. That was because I spread fucking propaganda about, and we started up a thing. We started off a fight and told a hut what we were there for, and the hut sold us out to the Imperials. All right, that can't be my fault completely. That was session 1.
That was session 1.
The fucking when have I ever started a fight for no good reason? I've always been about manipulation.
He
Calculus
kind
was
of
all
does
about
have a point. He
Calculus
does
was
kind of
all-
have a point.
Yeah.
It's all about manipulation.
Every time you fail a manipulation check, you start a fight?
No, you just roll another manipulation check after that. And use the other way.
Anyway,
Alright,
I'm
so,
not actually seeing any assisting rolls, so I guess
No.
it's your discretion.
add a die. Or, we could do it as a,
Okay.
not an apprentice die.
So here's a
An apprentice?
Is it apprentice?
An
Not apprentice.
expert die?
Expert
Yeah,
die,
right.
yeah. So, Zeb, you can have one die you can set before you roll.
That's handy.
so doesn't he have 3 dice for this?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but he gets a fourth
So
die.
he can have.
He can have a fourth die he can set before he rolls.
I'm gonna set it to what's the minimum, Gray, to do that?
Set probably a 7 as well. It's going to be
you
quite
can
heavy
land
wood.
the wall again.
Set it to a 7.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
Hey, a 7.
Oh, I know why it did that twice. It's because I let go of my push to talk, and for some reason.
Oh,
that
it
is
rolled it
correct.
exact time.
Reckless
Yep,
effect
you managed to get the 7. So you ram like Excalibur through the door, and it's kind of probably wedged right through the door jamb. All right, so archers shooting down.
Oh, I need to climb the wall before they try and
Oh
shoot.
yeah, you try that.
Jesus, fuck.
Pair of
That's
10s.
a pair of 10s.
Right, you're at the top of the wall, no issue.
archers
Excellent.
are now stabbing you.
So does that mean that one of those
Yeah, one of those is definitely going to be on him.
sets automatically goes to him?
Yeah.
I think it's more the fact that the archers have now swapped from shooting to stabbing.
Well, no, some of them are shooting, some of them are stabbing.
So that means they're splitting their pulls again.
I can't be bothered to do that for.
Okay.
I rolled it for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even they'll shoot me, odd they'll shoot you.
We need
Maybe you should roll something that's not a
fail.
0.
-1.
Is that an even or an odd?
Well, that's
I
a
think-
new one.
I
Here.
think strictly speaking. Okay, yeah.
Odd. So,
Not you.
okay.
I have to roll at least 3 7s to
Yes.
not get hit.
Yeah.
3 4s. Not enough.
Not
I'm
enough.
telling you, these are some serious crack archers.
Yeah, all they do is practice.
All right. So I'm going to plant both. I'm going to
Right,
plant
so-
both my feet.
Well, no, you haven't been stabbed yet.
Oh.
So we got
Can
to
I-
see what happens
can I
to
parry?
Adrian. Adrian, can you dodge?
No.
All right. Who wants the
I-
7s?
I-
Who
I
wants the
can-
9s?
Ryan Perry. Oh, can I?
Actually, they're both bottom. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay, you're saying you can't parry an arrow, Gray.
Yeah, that's a fair
Wait, I was
point.
being stabbed, wasn't I?
He was being stabbed. Yes, you can parry.
I should have parried that. Can I have the 7s?
I mean,
yeah.
it literally doesn't matter. It's the same.
Otherwise, I'm
thing,
unconscious.
Well, if he does that, he breaks one of the 7s, which reduces the damage by 1.
so that still throws him unconscious because it's width plus 1.
Is
True.
it with +1 for daggers?
Daggers? I think that's just width.
Well,
isn't
They were
it?
just with killing.
Yeah, they're up to
Oh,
daggers.
okay.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, you can take the 7s, and I've
Yeah.
already added the 9.
Thanks.
All right.
Wait, no, I haven't.
And stabbing at Addis. Well,
All right.
That's a lot
Well-
of jeez, and a pair of 6s.
No.
the 2 8s can break
The
the
sixes.
sixes, so it'll just be the width plus.
And the 2 2s can break.
No, they can't break the freeze because they're below the freeze.
Okay.
But again, daggers. So that's just width plus 1. Just width ink.
Just
Just
with
with, so
Just width, yeah.
three on the arm.
Look, it's the other arm.
Mm-hmm. My shield arm, which I put up to stop being stabbed with.
it is a good thing we bought out the doctor.
Okay, so now it's back round to you guys.
All right. So Gray, you say you want. So Gray, if I,
Right.
you saying that you need to roll 7s or better
No,
to lift
it'll
this?
be 5s now
5s now. Okay.
because Excalibur is
Because I've got something for you to lift with.
and you can have a expert dice as well.
All right. I'm going to set this to. I'll set the.
Because I'm
expert die
assuming
to-
that on the other side, Arthur's going to be lifting as well at the same time.
Mm.
Hell yeah, you mean?
Yeah, so
All right,
basically,
I wanna
you've got 2
go-
people
Arthur's
lifting and you've got
no.
something. Yeah, so 5s with
All
an
right,
expert
let's
die.
go for a 7. 7s.
7s, yep, the bolt pops, the bar kind of slides loose, and the
And I
kind of
kick the door open.
from the inside.
Well, no, I'd be kicking it open
Yeah.
because it would open inward.
I draw the door open.
Between you, get the door open.
Huzzah!
At this
I
point,
will
somebody's
do the-
probably going to need to shout out a command to get
May I
the troops to
may I
charge.
do the honors, sir?
You've already had your action for the turn.
Oh.
It's going to have to be Gideon.
Me? My
Well-
command sucks.
I still have an action.
Yeah, Adrian suppose could shout from the walls.
Inspire or command?
Inspire.
Oh, either.
Inspire
Which
is
one
command.
are you better in?
Yeah, you can inspire.
Charge!
It's either get in there, you maggots, or come on, lads. This is our chance to earn some booty.
For king and country!
Pair of 10s. That's
Pair
pretty
of
good,
10s.
actually.
That's why it's king and country.
Your men will sally in, and yep, now it's a proper fight.
Yeah.
You guys can surrender now.
All right, Gideon, you've got stuff. The door's open.
I'm going to go up towards the nearest guy that's not on our side and stab him in the face with a spear.
Yeah, this is a general melee, so if you get multiple hits, you'll kill multiple guys.
Just
Two
a pair of 2s.
pair of 2s is still enough to take out one of the ground guys. They're mooks.
They are unworthy.
Well, it was 3 damage,
Alright.
so yeah.
All right,
So now,
and now I'm going to roll for your guys. We're going to come charging in. Might 1. What do you think? 5 guys?
if we want to do it like by a company action type deal, what does it say for in range for company actions?
Let's have a look.
Aren't we might 3?
Yes,
So,
but you've only bought a
we
small
only
portion of
brought-
it.
We only brought 1 might worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's have a look for the might section.
I mean, what might are the people we're fighting against, Gray?
There'll be probably might 2.
14 guys?
Thin rank of untrained soldiers with adequate weapons.
Ah.
But you're there
We
as
should have
well.
brought the we should have brought a whole squad, I guess.
Yeah, you've brought well-meaning but
Someone
poorly trained
insisted we
spearmen.
only bring what we needed.
Yeah.
Next time we're bringing the
Yeah,
elites.
I don't see might. So fight from entrenchments is a might action.
Scare tactics can do one thing.
Hmm.
You are more likely to collapse. Of course, it does not pose a question of how you're going to go get them. Trust your assertions. So you need to either be. This for looking for temporary might or upgrades.
Yeah.
Temporary might rises.
You can roll might, see if you get anything, and then we'll just go to like the mass combat if needs be. But you're not really. You've only got might 1, so you can't really get a double.
Let's see what's okay.
It'd be might plus
What is company act? Let's look for company act.
So beast scare tactics.
Would they get a bonus from the Inspire though?
Yeah.
This is
Actually,
why
there's
mass
beast.
combat rules are always the worst.
Yeah.
Well, outside of grapple rules, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you're supposed to be.
I don't think might really
together.
works in this situation. This is the actual fight. Most of the might seems to be preparation. So the company is more preparation, and now we're into the kind of actual stabbing, which has got a whole separate rule set. So I think we'll go with that.
Fair enough.
And then 6 guys at the
Again,
bottom.
sorry for all this plodding around, folks. We're new to this system and haven't really been playing it much.
Well, they do poorly. You guys get a double 10 and a double 7, and they get nothing. So
I like those numbers.
You just chop down 2 more guys.
They were not expecting the door to be open.
No.
I mean, what's the thing is that basically one might means we have one mook pool that you throw at people.
Yeah. The archers are still up and running.
Well, that's bad.
Well, I'm going to roll 2d6.
2d6.
Yes, because there's you 4 and 5 is your group. And of course, I rolled 2 6s. Oh, how many bloody 6s am I going to roll?
Enough.
Right, Adrian and Ruggello, make a dodge roll.
Come on. Well, I'm down.
Well, you
Unless
can
they hit
dodge.
me in the arm.
Leg.
Well, I can.
Oh wait, no, I'm still being stabbed. I can parry.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm being stabbed now too.
Yes, you're all being stabbed.
It
You can all
doesn't
parry.
matter because my parry is worse than my dodge.
The double, because it's the one theirs is faster.
Mm-hmm.
So their ones will go first. But that one's is to the leg. It's not too bad.
That's the leg that I've already been hit in.
Well, Adrian takes the leg hit, and you can take the chest hit. How's that?
That works.
That is completely fair. We're gonna have 1 hit left in each location at the end of this.
I will salute my king and go, permission to go apeshit, sure.
You should have gone already.
Fire, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, back round to your actions.
Alright,
Wait, dagger is just with killing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set for 10. I'm gonna go and wait into the melee, and someone's gonna turn the doom music on. Okay.
Bloody needs some bloody armor.
Someone starts playing Rip and Tear.
That's a good roll.
So 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 5. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get a 10. So we're
Right,
saying
you're in the ground, so that is the 3 remaining guys.
I got one of the guys on the
Nothing,
wall.
so you killed 2, leaving one of them remaining, and one of the guys on the wall. Can't do anything like a double 10, so I'll leave those for whoever else attacks them. There's 1 guy left on the ground, and 6 guys on the walls.
I'm assuming there's a staircase.
There's
or
a
something.
staircase near the gate, yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna go up there swinging my sword.
Alright.
Gonna go with a 9 on that one.
Oh yeah, because you've got an expert, haven't you?
Remember when you back when you
die.
said this was
Master,
the siege,
yeah.
right?
Sorry?
Remember back when you said this was the siege, right?
It was a siege until you started climbing the walls.
It's still a siege. We just did. It's not a very good castle.
It's still a siege. It's a very, very small siege.
Yeah. It's a small castle with a skeleton staff being attacked by a tiny group of bandits. Sorry, the king, rightful king of England.
The only bandits here are the ones we
For
killed.
all they know, we told them that Henry knows.
Right.
And incidentally, Gray, can I now, like, do anything to try and get the guys up top to stop? Because I did just cut one of them down with the sword of the king.
Yeah, make me an intimidate.
I don't have intimidate. Fuck.
Good sir, would you like to stop your thing? For you can see I have the rightful king of England. Did you roll
Can I
great?
get an extra die because of the sword?
Yeah, you have an extra die for the sword. And like, the massive group of guys behind you.
Okay, those used to work. Why don't they work anymore?
That's a bit weird.
And the crazy bastard who is down, who actually
mine.
who ran up a wall,
Damn it.
who ran up a wall under arrow fire.
Mine work. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So no,
I think it might be. No, because he was ordered.
Order result.
yeah, I think the bloodlust is on them, or they in the point where they don't expect you to actually give quarter. Right. Who else wants to go stabbing before we get round to them?
Lydian. You want to take this last guy in the calendar, Lydian?
Well, I did do my stabbing up there. It's a pair of 5s and a pair of 9s.
Oh, he went up the while.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's already done his stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed 2 of them, I think.
So that's everybody, isn't it? Right. The one guy on the ground is just going to roll 2d6. 2d10, sorry.
You can roll
What do
2d6. That's okay.
Pair of 1s.
Yeah.
Who's he hitting?
Probably you, Gideon.
Oh, I thought he was hitting me.
Oh, if you want to
Okay.
parry it, you can parry it easily. Yeah. And on
I
the
like
No
roof,
matter who he's hitting, he got parried.
I like
Um,
his spunk.
yeah. The guys on the roof just completely fluff it. Although they do
6,
get
7, 8,
they
9,
get a
10.
run.
That's a flippin' straight.
That's a straight, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm
I've
not
rolled
playing
those
cards.
before.
And your guys are a little bit angry. They can break the ones.
Wait,
Yeah.
before you start stabbing this guy, I'm going to. Mind if I can I roll a fight attack to knock the last guy out unconscious? But I want to keep this one.
All right. So they managed to hold off your guys, obviously stabbing down the steps.
Pair of 7s.
Is that to knock him unconscious?
Yes, I'm bonking this one on the head. I'm keeping it. I want to keep this one.
Well, you just punched him in the... So...
Yep. He goes down.
You're hitting him in the head, so that's a pair of 10s and a pair of 7s.
Yep. Pushes one to the head.
Look, this guy was one dude versus like overwhelming arms, and he didn't surrender. And he actually would have hit somebody if he was attacking someone, not me.
Probably ensorcelled.
Alright, so we've got the group that's left on the top.
Yep.
Of whom I am the only one up here actually fighting them at the moment.
No, Adrian's still up
Excuse
there.
me, I am what?
Oh, I thought you went down. So-
No, I stayed up.
Okay,
I
great.
couldn't-
We've got them in a pincer maneuver then.
Yeah.
Spare the jump.
And the rest of your guys are starting to come up the steps as well. Alright,
So, shall you go first or shall I?
I'm just going to roll that dodge. Just get it ready. Oh dear.
Not that
Nothing.
it helped.
2,
Pair
4,
of
6,
4s?
8. Why is it not a 10? That's annoying. Because we could have gone for the straight to a doubles. Pair of 4s to kill someone.
Adrian is quite tired of being
12 out
stabbed,
of
thank you.
9, so I killed 2.
Yep. That leaves them with 2 guys. So no one on the ground because he's unconscious.
I guess I'll be heading up towards the top.
So we're in the walls, right?
You're inside the
On
the
the
inner
walls.
walls.
Is there the castle right in front of us?
Yeah.
Can I go kick down those doors?
Wait until we finish this fight, then we can go pick the next one.
I just want to. What's the name? What's the guy's the leader's here? His name again?
Rogar.
Rogar. So is Rogar? Rogar.
Yeah. Rogar. It was drunk, you don't really know.
Can I kick down the door and just say, Rogar, Henry knows?
I can't stop you.
Alright, this is what I'm kind of imagining it to be, kind of like a very basic Martin Bailey. So you've climbed the walls without the moat, and you've just got the other wall and the keep to go.
They could use a moat.
Oh, do I have to go to over another wall?
Yep, there's the inner keep. There's probably not even a secondary wall. There's probably just the inner keep with some like solidly blocked doors. All right, so Adrian has killed. Yeah. So I think we're down to 2 guys on the wall. So Gideon, if you want to do some stabbing.
Well, I'd have to get up to the wall, right? Because I was on the ground.
Yeah, but you can move freely.
All right, then I'm gonna go up there and start stabbing.
Yep.
Pair of 3s.
Yeah, that's enough to take. There's only 1 guy left.
And now our guys sweep in.
Yeah, your guys come in
All right.
and hack him to pieces.
Thud.
You have to throw all of his and then convert them into. Yep,
Nothing.
he just goes down. Alright, you've taken the inner walls without any losses.
Somehow.
The outer wall side, and there's just the keep remaining.
I'm gonna tell Adrian he should probably hang back now.
That is a good idea. Save me some wine.
And I will call the doctor over to him.
Alright. I have to get the healing rules out.
No luck.
I definitely need some leeches. That will do the trick.
Yeah. We'll worry
And
about
a
healing
bottle of
afterwards.
brandy.
Yeah, we'll worry about healing after the battle. Alright, so you've got a keep above you with a rather solidly set door.
Is there a window?
Yeah, there's windows, but no one's actually shooting out of them at the moment.
Any one of them open?
There's no such thing as glass. There's not really much glass around at this point, so yeah, most of them will be open.
I mean, there are shutters.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
there's-
great. If the fight is ended, we lose half our shock damage immediately.
Yeah. So we'll call it ended because you're moving on to like a second phase. It's like everyone's drawing breath before they move on to the next phase of the fight.
Hey, I can almost take another hit. Just not in the head.
I'll look over to my cat, to Regulus. Mission to climb, sir.
Oh, it rounds up.
Actually, no, I'm just gonna go up and knock on the door. Don't worry, this time I'm not just gonna stab him.
I don't believe him, but I'm not there.
I mean, you're only like 10 feet away.
These are
Just leaning up against the wall.
Is there any response, Gray?
It'll be like, who's there? Who dares attack a representative of the Henrys?
None other than the King of England.
England has no king. It has 100 presenters, but no king.
I will at that point draw the sword.
Alright, graces? Intimidate?
I already rolled graces.
If we had a wizard,
Yeah, he's actually gonna, this is more what I'm thinking the castle looks like, by the way. That's a better example. So palisade with a strong keep in it. But it's kind of the voice goes, but is that Excalibur?
None other.
You're crazy enough to be wielding Excalibur?
I'm just gonna stare at him for a few seconds like he's an idiot.
It is basically a triple lightning rod.
Right, parlay?
Parlay.
Right, I am Ragar, the sworn deputy and burgher for this town. I've been installed here by the rightful lieges, the Council of Henrys, and your attack will anger them.
oh no.
But I am sure there is a way. Sorry?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
I'm sure there's a way we can find deal with this peacefully, where there's no more loss of life or property.
There's been loss of property?
Well, it will be if you take the castle.
Fair point.
look, you know, you don't want to be messing with the Henrys. They're powerful wizards. You know, you might be king, but if you get on the wrong side of them, you're going to have major enemies. I mean, I don't really know them. They just put me in charge and told me if I ever tried to mess with them, I would end up, you know, as something I do not want to end up as.
Axe repository?
If I'm lucky, they'll kill me. If I'm unlucky, I'll spend the rest of my life as an earthworm in a compost heap.
There are worse fates.
Probably the boss with the garter robe.
Him too.
There are worse fates.
Yeah, so how are we going to deal with this? You know, you've obviously killed half my men, and you can blatantly tell he's lying at that statement.
Half.
But this door
All
is
your
strong.
men?
Not all my men. You know, there's just the day guards.
I suppose you're one of your men, I suppose.
Look, I'm clearly more annoyed the fact that I had to kill these poor, like, I had to just deprive this nice, fine village of a good proportion of their sons and daughter, the sons standing this wall here, and for what?
They're
For
not from around
this-
here anyway.
Are they stuff around here?
Nah.
No,
Are you
that'd
not
be,
from around here?
no, we're imported. We're the council
You're
sent us here.
you're imported labor, you say?
Yeah,
Stab
imported
it.
mercenaries.
Well, fuck you then. Sorry.
Stab him. Plan B, Your
No,
Majesty.
let's see what he's willing to offer first.
Right.
All right.
I will. If we give up the castle with no more loss of life, you'll allow my men to leave with full honours and weaponry, and we will tell the council that you were decent on rule, and they will try and get them to attempt negotiation as opposed to nuking your ass from orbit with magic.
Can I offer you a counter
Actually,
offer?
they probably wouldn't say nuking; they'd probably say ducking.
No, they'd probably still say nuking, it's just they don't know what it means.
I have them a counter offer that I don't climb up that wall, come in through that window, and then murder every one of them with my bare hands. Which, as you see in
I'm
the last,
going to smack him again.
I mean, they saw me do it beforehand.
We are under parlay.
Parlay.
That doesn't mean you have to let them get away. That means you can't kill them until you've told them, I'm going to kill you.
Okay. I mean, just let them know that if they want a counteroffer,
It's a
they
French
can
word.
always unleash. You can always unleash the Spaniard on them.
Unleash the Spaniards.
Release the Spaniards!
How many men do you have left?
10.
We'll take 5.
What do you mean you'll take 5? Take them where?
Well, nowhere really. They'll
I mean-
stay here, of course.
Oh, you don't really want to employ spies.
Okay, be right back. Okay.
Why would we want to employ second-rate bandits anyway?
Well, because
Yes,
we
we'll
need
see.
someone to garrison the fort.
We can only have. I mean, technically, they would be. Everyone here would be joining within our might thing. So our might basically would be stretched to these 3 ports. Between here.
And that's basically what I'm saying. We need more troops to...
Look, we get more troops, we get more peasants.
Yep.
Wait a minute, Gray, his haggle is 5 dice?
He's a best area commander, of course.
He's the bursar. I mean, he's that. He picked his best skill.
Okay, fair enough. That's on me.
He is the tax collector, so he's good at haggling.
You'd
Bring
think he'd be a
forth-
lot better at breaking arms.
Bring forth the cobbler.
Well, it's probably making sure they know what they're actually going for.
Fair enough. Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Let's bring in the cobbler, see if we can't swing those guys on a cobblery thing.
You're trying to win them over with what, shoes?
Reasonably plush footwear.
We're going to offer him very, very good shoes, and by extension, the Henry's very, very good shoes for the castle and a few of the remaining soldiers.
We have the castle. I say we just take it. His offer sounds good to me.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to swing just a little bit more out of it.
Let's not like play here.
I don't think you were here for the rest of the session thus far.
I was here for the session.
I think he's saying have you not seen the situation that led us to this?
He stabbed the person through the window, which I don't understand why he did that.
Baffles the mind.
Because, again, he asked me to identify myself.
Baffles.
So your name is Sword in the Face, is it?
Name is Stabby?
The ancient wizard, Abracadabra.
Wait. I have to ask a question. Are you identifying yourself as, rather the holder of the sword, or are you identifying yourself as the sword itself?
I'm not
Who's
that far gone.
Who's talking here? Is this a sword talking, or is this, the king talking?
I'm not that far gone. Don't worry. That's not going to happen.
You
for
answered
at
your
least
name as the
another
sword,
5 sessions.
though.
No, I answered my name as shoving the sword between his eyes because.
So
Well,
you talk sword then?
No, I was giving him a better look at my right to rule.
But you didn't say you said you're giving your name as sword though.
We had a terrible accident.
I didn't say I was giving him my name. I said
Corpses
I
of
was
16
identifying
people in the
myself.
Yeah, we had a terrible accident. 60 dead people on a broken door.
To admit, the people in the castle could have handled it a little bit better. What do you mean broken door? We lifted the bar and opened it.
The bar's got a massive hole in it now.
Yeah, I did sort of put my sword through the bar.
I still wanted to lift the door with I had 7s. I could have lifted the door on my own.
Yeah, but it makes it more sure. Would you rather have been stabbed for another turn?
I mean, I could.
It's
be
better
look
to
how unstabbed I mean, look how unstabbed. I was doing very well with being stabbed, Ray.
Discard. It's better to have it and not need it than it is to need it and not have it.
But it's better to be much more awesome and to do things more that are more unlikely, so you can be more awesome when you do them.
Alright, fine. Next time we pull this shit, you're not getting any help.
We're pulling the shit again?
I hope not. Can we not?
Well,
that
ideally,
an option?
next time we'll have more than 5 guys.
The 5 guys are currently looting the bodies.
I'm getting myself a suit of armor.
Are
they wearing armor?
They'll have like leather padding.
Yes! Oh yeah!
Stop
Upgrades.
the looting. Stop the looting. The nobles get first pick.
I am the nobles.
I was talking to the others.
There's
There's
nothing
plenty
noble
of
about me.
bodies.
What are you talking about? I mean, you haven't really had a knighting ceremony or anything else like that, sire. I'm still common as dirt.
I own land
Well, then
in France.
don't get first pick. That's easy.
There. Anyway, door. You want to lease a Spaniard?
You know what? His terms are acceptable enough.
Alright. They will open the door hesitantly and kind of like come out, taking the banner of the Henrys. They have no idea what that would look like.
It's one man, but it's
Whatever
the man
it is,
coming out from another man. Or what is the banner? What is the freaking what do you call it for the Council of Ricks? What's the heraldry of the Council of Ricks?
They are not the Council of Ricks.
They're close enough. They're essentially the Council of Ricks. They're a Henry over and over and over again. He was a smarmy ass wizard man.
Probably a man made up of loads of other men.
It's a whole bunch of wizards currently turning you into a duck.
Could just be a duck.
You don't know how they managed to convey that on a shield, but that's what it is.
It's the flaming mallard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll have to come up with something for that.
Anyway, they'll
Troop the colours and they'll head out.
make sure to give us a few weeks because we're going to need this settled.
Yeah, it'll probably take them a while to, get everyone sorted. So
now let's get to the royal marriage for the duck.
For fuck's sake.
Duck's
I'm not
sake,
marrying
duck's
a
sake.
duck.
Well, then how will we have flame here?
Force of Arms?
Well, we own the castle.
I mean the forge.
I'm afraid that it isn't lawful to marry a duck. We'll have to break the curse first.
That's unfortunate.
Then you can marry her off to one of your
You're
nobles.
gonna need actual leadership until the curse is broken.
Yeah. I think this will probably count as you going up to territory 2 now. As you add in, Chelmsford under your protectorate. Should we call it a protectorate for now?
It's not
It's
quite a
kingdom.
kingdom, so... Well, it's not really big enough to be a king.
What's it called for what was a warlord called our territory again? Mine?
Yes.
The mines of Snakefort.
There we go, mines.
Alright. So, it's probably time to look at healing you up. Although, probably we'll just heal naturally.
Considering what I did, I'm pretty much not that messed up.
Healing's on page 180, by the way.
Yeah, I've already got it open. Oh, that's just normal. That's a healing skill.
Yep.
That's
It's 1 point killing per full day of bed rest. Plus 1 point shock. 1 point killing turns into shock if you get a healing roll.
And shock, of course, heals a hell of a lot faster.
Yes.
yeah.
So I only need 4 days of rest, but Adrian needs a full week.
Yes.
Addis needs 5 days, and Gideon didn't get hit once, the lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Gideon did not scale a wall, thank you very much.
Oh wait, no, my bad. It's 1 day with a healer, 1 point per day maximum. Ugh.
Does the
We do have a healer.
You do have a healer.
So that's good.
Is the alchemist still a healer, or is he or is he doing this in a protest?
He might try and modify you on the way, but you can probably keep an eye out for that.
Fair.
Alright, so Alfred will turn up.
That's the Duck Knight, right?
Yeah, don't right. Alfred Pendragon.
The Mallard Man.
Do you know the Mallard Man?
The Mallard Man.
Anyway, he will, with great ceremony, transfer the cage. Let's call it a cage. It's a better thing. Or nest. That might be another one. And move it to
We'll call it basically the pillow.
the pillow.
There's a duck sitting on a pillow.
It is a duck. It is sitting on a pillow.
It is a duck sitting on a velvet cushion.
Yep. And he'll transfer that to the the throne, in the main hall, and then bow with it before his sword and say, "Milady, I have managed to at least restore you to your rightful throne, if not your rightful form."
Quack once or quack twice for quack once.
Just a series of quacks. You're not entirely sure if the 1 or 2 is actually working. Are you saying anything
The point
unconsciously?
is she is acknowledging things, though.
Yeah.
Yes. I have to ask a question. This is supposedly a woman polymorphed into a duck, right?
Yes.
What if it was a duck all along, but we're just going to polymorph a duck into a woman?
Her parents would be extremely confused.
Well, the parents died. That's how she became the Duchess.
No, I mean when she was born a duck.
Oh, yeah. Well, this guy's crazy. And you've just put a duck on the throne.
You know, the duck
Well,
live
if we
impossible.
have just put a duck on the throne, that'll be an easy fix pretty soon.
Okay, so I mean, I'm sure. So the Henrys didn't really have much of an outpost here.
No, they're basically just tax farming it.
We can't look. There's nothing here for documentation or anything else like that.
Only basic tax returns and stuff like that.
We'll
That
take those.
reminds me, actually, I'm gonna cut the taxes in half.
Half taxes?
Well, yeah, I want to get them happy.
Yeah, no, that make you people a lot happier with you.
Look, we have this strange idea where the people who are farming and making the money in the first place have an ability to understand what way their relative lots can be improved and made more efficient. So we're letting them reinvest into their own buildings and infrastructure.
Well, mostly I'm just trying to get them a bit happier with our rule as opposed to the Henry.
I take science and economics and I start putting dice into that.
I mean, we lower the taxes, but we increase the drafting.
Why is it so breezy in here? Close that door.
Right, moving on.
Lower your
Anyway,
taxes. All you have to do is, sign up for the draft.
Anyway, I told y'all it was a good idea to bring the doctor.
Ouch.
Victor Vaughn, how are you? How are you liking your new lot in life?
His name isn't Victor Vaughn.
No,
Victor the Frank.
He's Victor the
Victor the
Frank.
Vaughn hasn't been invented yet.
No.
How are you doing, Victor Vaughn? Victor Frank.
You're just gonna keep calling him Von, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well,
It's fine. There's not really much here I can use, though.
what are you looking for to use? Is the question in the first place. Like, what is your?
I'm
what
not
do you wanna
entirely
find?
sure, to be honest.
But do you know it when you see it, or do you see it to know it?
Well, I have to kind of read lots of things and then figure out what I'm doing.
So, if we were to say acquire materials from the Henrys for you, would you say be able to discern what they're going on about?
Well, if they're medical, yeah.
Okay, we'll work this out. Do you think this would be a good? I mean, good sir. Good doctor. Do
Yeah.
you think this would be a good place for you to start to work out of?
It's no different from anywhere else.
But it has a palisade and a tavern and a bar.
True, yes.
It is much closer to defensible than your old tower.
So definitely that, yes. Yeah, I could set up a nice laboratory in this area, and the people are probably going to be quite friendly.
We did just sort of deliver them from tyranny. Sort of.
And if you would try to figure out how one would break a polymorphic spell upon a person.
Wait, what? Polymorphic spell?
Well, of course. Okay, here's the thing. We have a lady here that is a duck, but once supposedly was a lady, which was enforced upon her due to these faction of people called the Henrys. The thing is that this seems to be up your alley of things becoming.
Wait! You're messing with the Henrys?
Yes. Do you know of the Henrys?
Everyone knows of the Henrys.
We didn't know of the Henrys.
Oh God.
Well, can you tell us of the Henrys then?
Yeah, so a very powerful cabal of wizards. who don't like. Does this place belong to the Henrys?
No,
And
not
then we lost
anymore.
our medic.
Not anymore.
And then we lost our doctor.
Oh god. They're not going to be very
Look.
happy.
Okay, so tell us, why would they not be very happy?
They're paranoid.
Paranoid?
Yeah, they're well known for being, they're accounts of people who are apparently the same person. They don't really trust outsiders. They're also extremely powerful wizards. What's a wizard?
Clearly you don't think magic's real. How could you be a doctor if you believe magic is real?
Because I saw it burn down several villages.
Okay, so magic is real.
Magic is
Why-
definitely real.
Then why are you trying to be a mage? Why are you trying to be a physician instead?
Why am I trying to be a mage?
Why aren't you trying to be a mage?
My talents don't run in that direction.
I see. But could they run in that direction if we were to say, bring you Henry materials?
I could try, but magic tends to be more innate. Also, it's deeply corruptive. I mean, some of the Henrys, they like to say they look the same, but a lot of them don't. Messing with magic leads to massive amounts of weird stuff. I mean, that's why I think what is happening is magical. Just because it has the same kind of corruptive purpose that magic has.
So you're saying that everything has become corrupted by a magical means.
That's the theory, yes. I haven't
And
really
you
been able
tried
to.
to correct this by swapping body parts around?
Well, I tried to find the kind of cause. So
I would have liked it better that one thing led to. I would have liked this fun and more funny. He said one thing led to another, and you get down a line of research and got kind of lost in the weeds.
yeah, well, it seemed like a good train of
Research.
I actually I can't learn the magic, so I'm having to kind of work around with the effects.
Well, we just kicked over a small location of Henrydom.
Oh god.
Chill. If anything, we'll just be ducks.
You've seen their banner, right?
No, what's their battle like?
Perfect.
Oh my. Is that
Chew-
an upside down cross? Is it a duck flying down?
It's a duck flying.
It's a duck.
Do you not know
Hellfire.
the story? Do you not know the story of the Battle of the King of Yellow?
I'm Spanish. No.
That's my line.
You're French, there's a difference.
I am well aware of that. Thank you for noticing. Ouch.
Wait. You're telling me that actually happened?
Yeah. The Henrys, along with their band of adventurers. Because I'm pretty sure Henry's going to have taken all the credit.
Well, yeah, he's about the only one who actually cares to.
Who else was alive in that?
Cars's character survived, I think.
I was the one who put all the gunpowder on them and also summoned the duck, I think.
Yeah, but they braved the fortress of the King in Yellow, with some gunpowder they'd gotten off the dwarves, and then lit it with a burning duck.
What was this? You said King in Yellow. What is that?
He was a crazed giant who ruled the country for 500 years.
Wait, 500 years?
Yeah.
At this point, I think Rogelio's gonna have some serious 1,000-yard stare going.
And the Gwydion is just, or whatever.
Gideon
Anyway.
probably doesn't know about.
Yeah, he wasn't there. I forgot.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he's been missing for those intervening years.
He was on an island.
He was sleeping until England needed him. In true Arthurian style.
So, Henry's multiple magic things, we have their place, and we need to figure out some means of counteracting or annulling duck-based spells.
Well, it would be very good to find a way to resist magic.
Resist duckening.
Quite.
So, can we make that your job, sir? Good Victor?
What?
Figuring out how to not be ducked.
Well, they don't just use ducks.
What else
Yeah.
do they use?
Yeah, one of their friends is very good at giant snakes.
Like that one over there? Back at Snake Forked?
Oh, yes, we assume that was one of the... That's an early example. Some sort of, like, drunken victory parade.
Ah, okay.
And, yeah. So... Right, okay, so the enemies are angry with me. I can't run.
Well, no, they're not angry with you. They don't know you exist.
No. They're angry at you, as well as they would be angry with us all. You can't run, so therefore we have to fight.
Sorry.
I just had the idea that he's just like, something in his head snaps at the idea.
Yeah.
Ow!
He just
That
stabbed
was
himself.
attached to me somehow.
Yeah. He was holding a walking stick or something like that.
I assume he's doing this while he's busy doctoring up Adrian.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Please stop distracting the doctor until he's finished the stitches. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So, do you want me to look into this? He kind of vaguely gestures in the direction of the Duchess.
If you could look into the subject of mallarding, you don't have to deal with magic. We can work with other apprenticeships for that, but we need somebody to do research. We need someone with a consistent and persistent research effect to be undergoing, while as we try to, one, make sure the Henrys are dealing with us, me, King, as I point to the group, instead of going after you and the rest. The smaller people. I mean, not the smaller people, but the less crazy people. I mean, you could just say you're following orders, but, who knows, while they're still angry, they may not just duck you or the rest of us. So we just need somebody. So if you could be so good, sir, to look into this, as it also deals with magical corruption, polymorphization, and other such things.
Huh? He's just kind of nodding vaguely now.
Right up your alley. I will do command
I
and
imagine
inspire.
he's got more 1,000-yard stare going on than I do.
Yeah.
I
As a
will.
proper
I will. Can I roll command inspire to pat him on the back?
Yeah, you can inspire him.
Can I give him an extra dice for my also having command inspire?
No, this is more of a one-person one.
All right.
Come on. Nope. Nothing.
No, he's a little bit off.
Well,
Yeah,
I've delegated. It's my job done.
Yeah, he'll look into it.
He's not happy about it, but
No.
he'll look into it.
Yeah. All right. So that is the city of Carmarthen conquered.
Mm-hmm.
The city of what now?
Not Carmarthen, sorry. Chelmsford.
Jumper's
I'm
conquered.
up in
gonna
Wales
say.
apparently. It's 'cause-
Rifle
I was
ruler
gonna
has
say,
been applied-
how the fuck did we get to Wales?
it's
Wait,
my
we
fault.
just conquered Camalvin? Awesome.
The rifle ruler has been applied on the throne.
That's over here.
Yeah, I'm colouring the map for the 1104 version.
That's us now.
Wow, they're gonna give us 2 years to get our shit together?
No, probably a year actually. 1105.
That at least is enough time that I can spend all my
Great.
experience points
Yeah.
on counterspell.
1105 would be 3.
Yeah, no. 1103, 1103. You know what I'm talking about, honest. Need to figure out where I'm going to put the goddamn Council of Henrys and what colour to do them. Oxford seems like a good place.
Someplace that has a famous college.
Yeah.
Isn't that practically every major city in the UK?
Not famous. Right, so give me 1 second to just mark up the Council of Henrys. Oh, I don't want to use that colour. That's a terrible colour for good text. That's better.
If they're evil wizards, you could easily use black.
No, you really couldn't.
No.
I mean, we couldn't see anything under it, but you know.
I don't
Alright.
think introducing Fog of War to our war map is a good idea.
Alright, so find the right images. I have so many things just called images for the various campaigns, it's a nightmare.
Yep.
Right. 1103. Save, just save the main file, just that paranoia. Shut that one down and resize.
I'm assuming we have time to heal. If
Yeah,
we
you've got
do
you've got
passes.
yeah, you've got plenty of time to heal.
Hooray! I'm not horribly injured anymore.
I'm okay again. He has a.
I'm not even walking with a limp.
You know,
Alright.
Doctor does good work.
The Crusade basically has been bogged down taking castles. Windsor took a good amount of time. Portchester, Portsmouth, as it's now known. Pretty sure that's Portsmouth. Yeah, Southport is there. Devon, Cornwall isn't expanding. The Starks have taken a bit more land. The Undead are creeping north, and the
Delta hasn't really had anything to stop them.
yeah, they're expanding south, but they're like you. They're a much smaller actual force, so it's taken them a while to move. The Giants have moved quite south. They've taken Carmarthen, Cardigan, Maneuver.
Somehow the Oh, okay. No, I'm looking at the wrong map.
Yeah, the Crusades have
And
expanded, but
Cornwall, of course, has done fuck all.
no, because Cornwall's an
they're
isolationist. They're an isolationist state. They're not going to do anything. Like the dwarves.
They have a peninsula. What else would you want?
I mean, they could move up to like Bristol, Somerset, and down to Dorset,
But,
but
that's
Yeah, but
beyond
then
the
they'd have to
Cornwall.
completely regrow the wall.
yeah. So I don't expect them to be expanding much.
Do you understand how much fertilizer goes into the wall a year? The massive amount of composting as wall is made into more wall. And they had to prune the wall that's started to get manky and going bad. That's been going bad. And then what do you think would happen if bugs get in the wall? Like the bug rot happens. That they're just trying their hardest to maintain that much wall they have right now.
Yeah, it's a bit meh. On the other hand, no one's breached it in like 500 years, so they're quite happy.
What happens if the wall happens in the winter?
It's a magical wall, it doesn't care.
Okay.
Cornwall doesn't know winter.
Cornwall's
Oh, that
an idyllic
is
state.
fair. The wall happens on the other side.
Yeah, you walk through the wall and it's pretty much like idyllic English countryside all the year round.
There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and summer again.
And spring. Second spring.
No, it's just spring and then
That
summer,
would be 5.
and then
That's right.
autumn, and then second summer, and then spring as normal. Cycle repeats, obviously.
All right, so we have enough for territory too. What do we do with What can we do with territory? Is the question.
We should conquer Delca and then send feelers out to the Crusade about an alliance.
We should
What's up
try
with
and do
those,
that before the Henrys decide to kick our teeth.
Well, yes. And everyone who has a knowledge over three or better should definitely be taking ranks in Counterspell.
I may have to look into sorcery.
Shouldn't people with knowledge below 3 be more focused on that?
Oh no, people with knowledge below 3 should definitely be taking ranks in Counterspell.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I am agreeing with you.
How does one resist being spelled on?
You throw Counterspell,
Oh.
I
which
did
is
see
knowledge
something.
skill.
Where's that?
Page 257.
Zeb's back.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Yeah, things happened. Anyway, what did I miss?
map.
Well, our doctor isn't exactly happy about the whole Henry situation.
Yeah, apparently they're
I
a
wonder
known
why.
name.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
I've also put them in. I've also made them head research. Put them on the research thing of Henrydom of de-spelling duckdom.
Uh huh. So,
we-
spelling baleful polymorph.
Yeah, we're jumping forward
I hope
here.
it's baleful.
It's probably about time to call the session.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did say there was something in company about you could increase your might with a check. Where has that gone? Train and levy troops. Sovereignty plus territory against your current might. So you could roll 5 dice. If you get 3 doubles, you can increase your might by 1.
3 doubles? How do you do
So,
that on 5
Don't you
dice?
just need to be a higher number than 3?
No, when you make 3 pairs.
Need to meet 3
3
pairs. Sorry, not 3 doubles, 3 pairs. Well, 3 are the same.
Okay,
So
3 of a
basically,
kind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can't actually do that.
We throw 5
5
against
dice.
3.
No, it's sovereignty plus what again?
Sovereignty and territory.
All right, so that means we currently have 5 dice.
And we'd have to roll 3
of a
of the
kind.
same number.
Yeah.
So, don't think we could do it
It's
just.
probably not happening, so
What we can work on doing is going and we would need to either become more.
how
what
do
is-
we increase our influence?
Let's have a look at what's in influence. What companies do? I think you might just have to try and do some role playing to set up a because let's see, influence. Page 133. How much can you learn? You're currently self-absorbed and unknown, which kind of fits you guys.
I don't like to flatter myself, but he's right.
We technically don't really want to be known just yet.
Some ways to improve your influence: impress the gentry, bluff, threaten, promise. So if you want to increase your influence, you're going to have to kind of either impress them with the local lords, you can have to create a convincing installation of wealth, prestige or force beyond what you actually present, threaten someone, to then make sure everyone kind of knows you're the top dog, or promise a vast amount of wealth.
So,
Or conquer someone bigger than us.
Because we've done that a little bit, haven't we? Conquered enough
We've
territory.
conquered-
That's the creature of territory. You can conquer
We haven't
territory.
conquered any other companies, though.
What we have to do is actually in between this is kind of do company stats for all these different factions, which is something I've been meaning to do and haven't got around to. And then we actually
how high does the numbers go, by the way?
six.
So we're already halfway there in might. You're saying by now. What level of might do we have currently right now, supposedly?
3.
Three,
Which is on the
is what's free might? Free might is a typical large city guard with small core of elite soldiers who are huge dabble of insurgent scrappers. So you have a moderate sized, well-trained army.
the Spaniard.
Four is like good troops with excellent leadership or vice versa.
Okay.
Treasure 2 is a struggling country invaded close to the mark during no steady fiscal safety net. Influence 1 is self-absorbed. Territory 2, the town wants territory, legitimate authority of a large part of the big city. That fits. And sovereignty 3. Typically all the old followers gripe about the leader, but territory patriotism and outside the main remarks.
So we'll be patriotic even when you're not around.
They're not happy, but if anyone says, oh, that,
They're not happy, but they're not pissed either.
when it comes down to it, they know that who's their king is, and they trust their kings.
That's good.
The only reason they're not happy is because we haven't been out there conquering more lands. Clearly.
Alright, so, as before we sign off, it's just like another good year. Crops are good. Everything's looking pretty good.
Are you rolling on the Pendragon table?
Please.
Possibly.
Huzzah!
The Pendragon yearly table.
Yeah, okay, now I can check for children.
What's the dice on that?
But I'm
Charm?
not even married.
Well, then roll twice.
It's 2d6 if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when we actually have the ability to when we actually have, spouses and such, sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
That was the best part.
Huh.
It's
The winter
random-
phase was always great in that game.
Yeah.
As a Charlemagne, we should try at some point.
Same system?
Charlemagne is like a spin-off system for Europe, mainland Europe.
Neat.
Neat.
I'm in.
I'm good. I'll take that.
Anyway, I think we should sign off for the week.
All right.
See you next time.
See you. Bye,
See ya.
everybody.